Listen up. Life ain't just about existing. It's about making an impact. It's about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you're willing to fight for. Too many people walk around waiting for the world to tell them their worth. No, that's not how it works. You decide your value, you set the price, and you make sure nobody discounts you. See, the problem is most people are too busy trying to fit in. They want to be liked, they want to be accepted. But let me tell you something. Diamonds don't beg to be valued, they just shine, and the world recognizes their worth. So if you want to increase your value, you got to stop looking for approval and start building yourself up. How? Through discipline, through knowledge, through action, through surrounding yourself with the right people. You want to be respected, then respect yourself first. You want to be successful, then work like it. Don't wait for opportunity, create it. And most of all, never let fear stop you. Fear is just the devil whispering in your ear, trying to break you down. But you're stronger than that. Learn, grow, hustle, and be so good that they can't ignore you. Because at the end of the day, the world will treat you exactly how you treat yourself. So walk like you own the room. Speak like your words matter, and work like your future depends on it. Because it does. Now go out there and show the world who you are. Stop seeking approval. Your worth is not defined by others. Too many people spend their lives waiting for validation, waiting for someone to say you're good enough, waiting for the world to clap for them before they believe in themselves. But let me tell you something. If you keep waiting for approval, you'll be waiting forever. Because no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, there will always be someone who doesn't see your worth, someone who doubts you, someone who criticizes you. And if you let that define you, you'll never reach your full potential. You see, the most successful people in the world didn't ask for permission to be great. They didn't wait for the world to tell them they were worthy. They decided it for themselves. They stepped forward with confidence, even when no one believed in them, even when people laughed at them, even when they were rejected, criticized, and doubted, because they knew something most people don't. They knew that the world only values you as much as you value yourself. If you walk around questioning your worth, people will question it too. If you beg for approval, people will never respect you. But if you carry yourself with confidence, if you know who you are and what you bring to the table, if you stop looking for validation and start living with purpose, then the world will have no choice but to recognize your worth. Because people don't follow those who seek approval, they follow those who don't need it. They follow those who walk with certainty, who know their value, who don't shrink themselves to fit in. So stop waiting for people to accept you. Stop chasing applause. Stop letting the opinions of others dictate how you see yourself. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be great. And greatness doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't beg to be noticed. It doesn't look around for approval. It just is. And so are you. Build yourself up. No one else is going to do it for you. No one is coming to hand you success, to fix your problems, or to make you stronger. That's on you. You have to invest in yourself, in your skills, in your mindset, in your confidence. Because in this world, you don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. And if you're not growing, you're falling behind. Every single day, you have two choices. Stay the same or get better. And if you want to be better, you have to put in the work. You have to read, learn, train, improve. You have to challenge yourself, push beyond your limits, and keep going when it gets tough. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they don't prepare. They fail because they don't sharpen their skills. They fail because they let fear and doubt control them. But the ones who rise, the ones who make it, they build themselves every single day. They wake up with purpose. They master their craft, they strengthen their minds, and they refuse to let the world break them. Confidence doesn't come from wishing, it comes from knowing. Knowing that you've put in the effort, knowing that you've done the work, knowing that when the time comes, you are ready. So stop waiting for things to get easier. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Start building yourself, train your body, train your mind. Feed yourself knowledge, feed yourself discipline. Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with challenges. Because the harder you push yourself now, the stronger you will be later. And when the world tests you, when life throws obstacles in your way, you won't break. Because you built yourself to last. Discipline is key, not talent, not luck, not connections. Discipline. Because success doesn't come from what you do once in a while, it comes from what you do every single day. The small choices, the daily habits, the things no one sees. That's what separates the successful from the average. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be great, but wanting it isn't enough. You have to earn it. And that means showing up when you don't feel like it. That means doing the work when no one is watching. That means sacrificing comfort for progress. Because discipline isn't about feeling motivated. Motivation fades. Some days you'll wake up inspired. Some days you won't. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is doing it anyway. When you're tired, when you're bored, when you feel like quitting, that's when it matters the most. Because success is built in the moments when no one is looking. It's built in the early mornings and late nights. It's built in the sacrifices and the struggles. And if you can't be consistent, you can't be successful. Champions don't train when they feel good. They train no matter what. Masters don't practice when it's convenient. They practice because they have to. And the people who make it, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop making excuses. Decide what you want and then show up every day, no matter what, because discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And if you don't cross it, you'll stay exactly where you are. Surround yourself with winners, because who you spend your time with will decide who you become. Your environment shapes your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you surround yourself with lazy people, you will become lazy. If you spend time with negative people, their doubt will infect you. If you listen to complainers, you will start making excuses too. Everything changes. Winners think differently. They don't make excuses. They don't blame the world. They take responsibility. They push harder. They aim higher. And when you're around them, that energy rubs off on you. You start thinking bigger. You start believing in yourself. You start acting like someone who refuses to settle. And that's why your circle matters. Because the people around you either lift you up or pull you down. There is no in. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Are they inspiring you or draining you? Are they challenging you to grow or keeping you comfortable? Because if they're not making you better, they don't belong in your circle. Winners don't waste time with those who don't want to grow. Winners don't tolerate negativity. Winners don't settle for average. And if you want to win, you need to do the same. Find people who make you level up. Find people who challenge you to be great. Find people who refuse to let you quit. And if you can't find them, become one. Because when you elevate yourself, the right people will find you. And when you walk with winners, success becomes inevitable. Respect yourself first, because if you don't, no one else will. People will treat you exactly how you allow them to. If you act like you don't matter, they'll believe you. If you tolerate disrespect, they'll keep giving it to you. If you lower your standards, they'll never raise them for you. So stop waiting for people to see your worth. Stop hoping they'll appreciate you. Start demanding respect by giving it to yourself first. Respect yourself in the way you walk, in the way you talk, in the way you carry yourself. Respect yourself in the way you allow others to treat you, in the boundaries you set, in the company you keep. Because the moment you start respecting yourself, the world will follow. Confidence is not arrogance. It's knowing your value and refusing to settle for less. It's speaking up when something isn't right. It's walking away from people who don't see your worth. It's refusing to shrink yourself just to make others comfortable. And let me tell you something. Self-respect isn't given, it's built. It's built by keeping your promises to yourself, by staying true to your values, by standing tall even when people try to bring you down. And the moment you start doing that, everything changes. You attract better people. You create better opportunities. You walk through life knowing exactly who you are, and no one, no opinion, no rejection, no criticism can shake you. But it starts with you, not with them, not with approval, not with permission, with you. So respect yourself first, because when you do, the world has no choice but to do the same. Create your own opportunities. Don't wait for success. Chase it. Too many people sit around hoping something good will happen, hoping for a lucky break, hoping someone will notice them. But hope is not a strategy. Waiting is not a plan. If you want something, you have to go out and get it. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to open doors for you. You have to break them down yourself. Opportunities don't appear by magic. They are created by action, by effort, by persistence. Look around you. Every successful person you admire didn't wait. They built, they took risks, they created something from nothing because they knew one simple truth. Success favors the bold. If you sit on the sidelines, you'll watch others pass you by. If you wait for permission, you'll never move forward. If you're afraid to take the first step, you'll stay exactly where you are. So stop waiting, start doing, start learning, start creating. Take the idea in your head and turn it into action. Take the skills you have and sharpen them until they are undeniable. Take the first step, even if you don't know where it will lead. Because movement creates momentum, and momentum creates opportunities. Every door that is closed can be kicked open. Every wall in your way can be broken down. Every no you hear can be turned into a yes with enough effort. But only if you refuse to wait. Only if you decide to take control. Only if you are willing to chase success instead of waiting for it to find you. So go, move, act. Because the life you want isn't going to come knocking. You have to go out there and take it. Fear is an illusion. It feels real. It looks real. But it only has power if you believe in it. Fear is nothing more than a story your mind tells you. A voice whispering that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you might fail. And most people, they listen. They let fear stop them before they even start. They let it control their choices. They let it steal their dreams. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It creates problems that don't exist. It magnifies obstacles that aren't even there. And the only way to beat fear is to move through it, to take action even when your hands shake, to step forward even when your heart races. Because fear only grows when you avoid it. But the moment you face it, it starts to fade. Think about the times you were scared to try something new, scared to speak up, scared to take a risk. And then you did it and you realized fear was never real. It was just your mind playing tricks on you. So stop waiting to feel brave. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. It's looking fear in the eye and saying, you can't stop me. Because on the other side of fear is everything you've ever wanted. Confidence, growth, success. But you'll never reach it if you let fear hold you back. So push through. Step up. Take action. Because fear only wins if you let it. Be irreplaceable. Master your craft and stand out. Because in a world full of average, you don't have the luxury of being ordinary. Too many people settle for just being good enough. They do the bare minimum. They blend in with the crowd. And then they wonder why they're overlooked, why they're not chosen, why they're not respected. But the truth is, if you don't make yourself valuable, the world won't value you. If you want to be noticed, you have to be undeniable. If you want to be chosen, you have to be the best at what you do. You have to put in more work. You have to study harder. You have to train longer. Because the people who rise to the top are the ones who refuse to be average. They don't just do their job, they master it. They don't just follow the rules, they rewrite them. They don't just show up, they dominate. And when you reach that level, no one can ignore you. No one can replace you. Because you're not just another option. You are the option, the best of the best. The one people turn to, the one people remember. So don't compete, separate yourself. Don't try to fit in. Make them adjust to you. Work on your craft until it becomes second nature. Put in the effort when no one is watching. Push yourself when no one is pushing you. Because the reward for being irreplaceable is that you will always be in demand, always respected, always valued. But it starts with you, with your discipline, with your dedication, with your decision to not just be good, but to be the greatest at what you do. So step up, stand out, be irreplaceable. Control how you are treated. Teach people to respect you by valuing yourself. Because people will only treat you the way you allow them to. If you let them walk over you, they will. If you tolerate disrespect, they'll keep giving it to you. If you stay silent when you should speak up, they'll assume you're okay with being ignored. But respect isn't given freely, it's earned. And it starts with how you see yourself. If you don't value yourself, why would anyone else? If you don't demand better, why would anyone give it to you? You set the standard. You decide what is acceptable. You teach people how to treat you by the way you carry yourself, by the way you respond when they cross the line, by the way you walk away from those who don't respect you. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, no one else will. Respect isn't about arrogance. It's not about forcing people to admire you. It's about showing them that you know your worth, that you won't settle for less than you deserve, that you will not be disrespected, ignored, or undervalued. And once you set that standard, something incredible happens. People start treating you differently. They start speaking to you with more care. They start recognizing your value because they see that you are not someone to be taken lightly. But it all starts with you, with your boundaries, with your confidence, with the decision to never accept less than you deserve. So raise your standards, set your boundaries, and show the world how you expect to be treated. Walk with confidence. Own your space. Speak with power. Act with purpose. Because the way you carry yourself tells the world who you are before you even say a word. If you walk small, people will overlook you. If you speak weakly, people won't listen. If you hesitate, the world will move past you. But when you own your space, people take notice. When you speak with power, they lean in to hear you. When you move with purpose, doors open. Confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about knowing who you are, knowing that you belong, knowing that you are capable, worthy, and unstoppable. And it starts with how you carry yourself. Stand tall, look people in the eye, speak like your words matter, because they do. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Stop doubting yourself before you even try, because confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build. It's in the way you dress, the way you walk, the way you handle challenges without fear. And even when fear is there, you move forward anyway. Because confidence isn't the absence of doubt, it's the decision to act despite it. So don't wait for permission, don't wait for validation. Decide right now that you belong. Decide right now that you have value. And carry yourself like someone who knows it. Because when you walk with confidence, the world moves aside. Stand tall. Step forward with power. Own your space like you were born to be here, because you were. And the world doesn't give confidence to those who wait. It rewards those who claim it. So claim yours. Move with purpose, speak with conviction, and never shrink for anyone. Because when you walk with confidence, the world has no choice but to take notice.